body assemble. Kill a man the assemble.
Yeah, 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 the question is paid for. Do you profit to tarnish your border?
Now cook free body assemble.
One. Before you be share dwumadi na se no you know me motivational message kakra de man adofo ne ahwefo nyina what you say say de bia ya meka no ewi asima say never give up on whatever that you are doing. Even if bola kakra na push you up power, never give up on it. Just keep the fire burning, keep pushing, and I'm sure God who protects and also show us direction will always pave good ways for us. Never give up on anything that you do, even if it's as small as tontom, as small as tontom. Never give up on it. I know God is what in control. Say them kind, you know, and then weekend one year around, and then Friday. Very soon, most of us will be leaving to our various homes. Some will be traveling. I mean, some will be going for what funerals and other things. But one thing I will tell you, say, shall won't see ye. I know na hear me pa because one shall won't see ya. Won't me shame. I just say. But that was so how. Now moving on to the first story of the day. The first story of the day. Yeah, you know about Yvonne Nelson. What kind of who also you can't Yvonne Nelson. I hope you know Yvonne Nelson. Yvonne Nelson have been on the screen for some time now. She's a screen goddess. What you say? You back Ghana, I see. You can't screen goddess. She's part of them. What you say? Featured in various movies, a whole lot of movies. What you say? Princess Tyra Nino Manumena. You watch it. If you really watch it, then you will know the person that I'm referring to. Yvonne Nelson, or your actress, a movie producer at the same time or entrepreneur. Yeah, and no about Asem Kakra. And your bonnet coin so she said her mind. Yes, which I'm actually in line with her. Let's just go and then watch the video of what she said, and from there we'll come with a discussion. Thank you very much. Sit, glue to your seat, and don't leave.
Well, it's not something that I'm crying.
What's Bella 7? I'm say it'll be a trouble. So man, this year on
well, that's her.
Okay.
Yeah. So if she feels pressured, and yeah, everyone is different. Exactly. Yeah. On my 30th birthday, I had a ring and I returned it. Yeah. So it's not a do or die. Oh, and yeah, BB, I'll now you leave.
Somebody proposed to you?
Yeah, someone I was dating.
And then you returned the
because
ring?
I felt like I wasn't ready. Yeah.
Hey, yes, Antoine.
I don't want to cheat on anyone. I don't want to lie. If it happens, it happens. But it's not something that I'm crying.
What's Bella 7? I'm say it'll be a trouble. So man, this year on
well, that's her.
Okay.
Yeah. So if she feels pressured, and everyone is different. Exactly. Yeah. On my 30th birthday, I had a ring and I returned it. Yeah. So it's not a do or die. Oh, and yeah, BB, I'll now you leave.
Somebody proposed to you?
Yeah, someone I was dating.
And then you returned the
because
ring?
I felt like I wasn't ready. Yeah.
Hey, yes, Antoine.
I don't want to cheat on anyone. I don't want to lie to anyone. It's a very sensitive thing. Obi person worry or not when him say because of society.
So Ashafoni 84 said masugusu share and so this was what Yvonne Nelson also said about what marriage, and she was like, even on her 30th birthday someone did propose to her. by getting her married, but she turned the person down. Not all because the person is not her class, not necessarily because maybe she's not in the age group with the person, and I said she wasn't so rich to date the person. What she said was that, like, abrabona yebono unya ready minya be ma memo be pressure ma beto akon memo be pressure ento kon are see all because you see people getting married, so you also want to get married. It's not by force. It's not by force. You say onto a platter, and I say uni veranda men yen adre. What you say? Uni veranda men yen adre. It's not necessarily to get yourself married or because your friends are getting married, so you also want to get married. That is not what you have to do. You know what you want. You know the life that you're going through. So wait at the appointed time. If you want to get married, you get married. So that was what Yvonne Nelson was telling what Ochami Kofi or Angel Drive. I think they went there to promote their movie, and that was what she was saying. And I'm actually in line with her, because I think on social media someone was also pushing an agenda for Bella Mundi that she should also be getting married this year because she's getting old. And I mean, getting old doesn't mean anything. Even our own very own screen goddess, Gifty Auntie, she has been with GTV for a longer time now. You're banning programs or talking points in your money. She has been there. And do you know the age that she got married? So you can't force someone to marry if the person is not married, is not willing to marry. The person can only get married if the person is what? Ready. Is the person is ready to get married. That is when you could what? Allow yourself to go or avail yourself to get married. Because what Yvonne Nelson was telling Ochami Kofi was 100% alright. But some people will decide to push themselves into it and later get divorced. No, Omayeti also say she doesn't want a situation whereby she will be in a marriage and then later be cheating on the husband or to be cheating on the man or the partner. And whatever she said was really right. Because you see, I also say, okay, as I'm going into marriage, I have to do away with what clubbing. As I'm going into marriage, I need to do away with what late coming home. What do I say? But since you were single, you used to go out, you come home very late, nobody calls you, nobody bothers you, even not your mom will even call to ask you, say, where have you been all this while? But you still move, you're still okay. So it's about time that some of the youth should all put it at the back of their mind that no, marriage isn't by force. You can't force the person to marry. If the person isn't ready, you should be ready. You should know that, yeah, now that I'm fully fortified, I can now go into marriage. So this is just a little advice to the youth out there. Don't force yourself to marry. So Bella, whoever is pushing this agenda, just forget about the person. If you meet the right person, you move with the right person. Me I'm here for you, Bella, you know. I'm here for you. If you're ready, just come for me and I'm ready to hook you up. You understand? Yeah. So that was the first story, and I'm sure we've been able to digest this thing very well. Send your short messages coming and I'll be reading them for you, as you know. Alright, so let's move on to the next story. The next story for today's is our very own Kennedy Japan. Kennedy. Yaka Kennedy Amunim, one-time politician, the controversial politician so far in Ghana. Bano controversy. Shatawale Onone Beba. He is a man of his word. He is a man of few words, and making a mind say this is the target. He makes sure he grabs it. You understand? Recent time, if not this, like I wouldn't have even known. Say, our very own Hajin Asari. What I say, Pastor Reverend Hajin Asari is a bishop. Yeah, Bishop Hajin Asari. On that parish chapel, I know. Yaka parish chapel, amunim. Papa no wajidin. Ostasi asori enye. Say na the colleague Kennedy. I think back in high school, yeah, SHS or so, yeah, I'm called Santa Colossians. That's Addis Adel College. But I say, Cape Coast. So I think he was invited to a program at UK. Recent times he went to UK to have a program there, and then Kennedy was actually invited. So as he was invited, he was supposed to talk something, and I was on Kabibi Kakraede and for Bishop Ajinasari. Yankwa video na sieba na fe ye de ho apostle nyinaide e de asomo. Let's just go and come.
Na ya kora bone obasiro Oyobia no abia ankasa anyway kiti anyway the class me dia me ensa na o C A B C D we no C na bishop abimpa no yakora bone obasiro sa nickname no school na bishop na be mai obia baba no nickname o kan brofo na uti na so na kiti o ka so ko buru no ayi sei ene o hwe jodi a wadi e wo UK e wo nyamemu ena wasan de abaha na me fi se ya me anso me wo me mistakes bebre eno na ma experience a o se obi fasa kwan no so a obetimi e de akirekire no se ne awuye maye dipen intino sa wo hwa me so na wusua me a yankopon bajo ti senia oji bishop ajiasare na wa tisi wa yakola bonia ngasa at the age 14 at the age 14 now in Samuel Okaya na ni gale no the two from classes were down bize sani yeno tene
so ahwefo ni etie for someone kasa mo akwa share na mo ni nso ehu enye obi na say ye Kennedy na nkasa na say you know life no say obi steady wa ontimi nka wa hintasem sanso na life na yo wo mu no say one ben obi a if you're not that close or you don't socialize with someone, it's very difficult for that person to speak about you or to say something about you. And you know, asofum painful Ghana hina akukuda mayeni mamu nyina no. It's just not a single day that they stood up to become priests and also bishops and also pastors and reverends and a prophet. They all went through the process. I as a politician, I will go through a assemblymanship, wako unit committee, wabe assemblyman, wako MCE, wabe a member of parliament, yama political appointment, after wabe vice president, and then wabe main president of the country. It's a procedure. So what your child has been through, no, or no so komubi. So they were all colleagues at Santa Crucians College, that's Adisadel College, and you know, on the school time, no, so no, there are a lot of things that goes in there. This guy was smoking way back. That is Bishop Ajinasari. Oh, smoking was school. He smoked weed in school. He was the one who always come up with what nicknames to be given to the student. And they bet you know when your nickname the amount. The next day, when you be the amount, he was that stubborn boy in school. But today, look at him now. A whole bishop. I said no bonida. So we shouldn't see ourselves say yakecho abrabomu. And it was so amazing to have a whole Kennedy Japan to cheer their program. They were having a fundraising program there, which had the likes of Kennedy Japan, Ajinasari. They were up there for that particular program. And to that extent, they called somebody who could give the biography of our very own Ajinasari, Bishop Ajinasari. And Kennedy was the right person to say all those words. So Omumba Frabremo, they've done a lot. Omaya Nyoma Bebre, which what's in us now doing where you feel say, oh Charlie, life need dear, you shouldn't have done this, you shouldn't. But Charlie, here they are. You bab. So if you see someone smoking, just go to the person, try to advise the person, and just go to the youth out there. Don't feel say, oh, because you're smoking, your friends wouldn't say stories about you in the near future. If you become someone prominent in the near future, someone will sit somewhere and be narrating your story to his or her child, and that is when I'll be will say, hey, sana me de me refio. But Obi also carry the story. Obi also carry history. Because I say me about Omoka 17, me no ne bia ne enwo. Oh, where's the 70s I say mo. But Kennedy was able to come out vividly to narrate the story that happened during those times. Sometimes can I me mama ne me papa kra omo nyoma dwe so mba be shia. But history, what we say history, has made it again. And now I now know the history about what Ajin Astari when he was in high school. Maybe I'm a comedy, but I'll have someone to tell mine to you one day. What did I say? So let's just move on to the next story. The next story is about our very own General Mosquito. You know him, right? He has been the General Secretary for the new that is NDC, the National Democratic Congress Party. He has been the how do you call it? The General Secretary for that particular party. That's the opposition party. Nyeka General Mosquito and our very own Asiedu Enkitia. Okay, Asiedu Enkitia. Or make a statement. I say we won't allow Akufo-Addo to undermine the Constitution of Ghana. They won't allow Akufo-Addo, that's the current president of Ghana, Nana Akufo-Addo, to undermine the Constitution of Ghana. Now, Asemo Okano, it's very solid. If you sit down to analyze it very well, you could understand that, or you could know the point at which Asiedu Nketia is what coming from. I wouldn't talk much to spoil the beauty of the show. Let's just go have the footages of the program for what Asiedu Nketia actually said, and then from back we'll digest it very well. So, producer, please give it to us. Let's.
Because says here, almost. Your constitution be our mind. Your constitution, Ghana says here, Akufo-Addo. Okase hana kwanda, echese obi adi achire. Okase hana kwanda, necessary obi adi achire. Ya mpere so emasa ade no continue. If you say mra any democratic institutions no, ye hihye se ye tumi a ye de ama aban no. Aban no knowledge ata emphasize tumi no emetete ye, emeche enwe. Because says here almost your constitution be our mind. Your constitution Ghana says here Akufo-Addo. Okase hana kwanda echese obi adi achire. Okase hana kwanda necessary obi adi achire. Ya mpere so emasa ade no continue. If you say mra any democratic institutions no, ye hihye se ye tumi a ye de ama aban no.
So now that's what Asiedu Nketia actually said during the conference of NDC. They actually spoke about what the e-levy issue and issue pertaining what the unscrupulous acts in Ghana. Currently, there are lots of unscrupulous acts right here in Ghana now, which if in paying for it will go wayward, which a true man are going to suffer for it. And that is what we are suffering for it now. What you see, that is exactly what we are suffering from it. And that's the reason why the opposition party is saying that, which is actually led by John Dramani Mahama and the general secretary for that party. It's saying they wouldn't sit down and then watch the current president to undermine the Constitution of Ghana. It's more or less like there is no constitution here in Ghana. I said you will be a pen or yeah, and that is not right. It's unprecedented because Otsi Honum now say you don't go contrary to what the constitution is saying. Then I believe say you are making a very huge mistake here. I said oh yeah, more company bimu na company na amount 8 rules and regulations. Now Oko contradict to what the rules and regulations of that company. Abanisana, you are bringing down the company. This also refers to what the state as a whole or the country as a whole. Our leader, that is the current president, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. That is what the General Mosquito is saying, or Asiedu Nketia is actually saying. Say, ebani sadia ni free so. What I said, because we voted him to power, we voted the MPP government to power to make things right. And now things are what? Going bad. Things are really going bad. Andra, for instance, the youth were out there demonstrating based on the e-levy issue. They were demonstrating big time on the e-levy. I had dream papa. It's me animal. Let's move on to the next story. Now because Nyoma question there, in fact, yeah, hard drink a crap. Let's move on to the next story. Say Yenya Bema Arnold, yes, Arnold Beidu. Yeka Arnold Beidu he's a script writer. What you say? He's an author, yeah, or a blogger. He writes like outro, okay, outro the negative and the positive part, outro ni nebi. And then he's popularly known on the United Showbiz on UTV every Saturdays evening. What you say? Or Kohon or a panelist, Emma Shon. This time round, Okoshia, one of the radio presenters. I think it was Hit FM or so, yeah, either Hit or Neat. I think one of the sister station, and he's actually schooled Shatawale on Stone Boys and Jackie Appiah's issue. That defamation ne assault now or babo and Tibeki can send be was school or more power on it. So let's move and then watch the footages, and then from there we discuss it very well.
Say you're ranting or you a new a normal in break. Number 2, raise some substantive issues be like you said, issues to do with betting and a ban any the KK account, which I'll come to. Number 3, or attack, of course, Ghanaian artists and zooming into Stoneboy and Jackie Appiah. Now, sir attacks no is up to Stoneboy and Jackie Appiah to respond. And Yemen and Mabe SR response na mom. Inti omati it's been a couple of days. Omo brilliant, omo smart. Omo tutu mechanical so it's there. It's up to them to respond. Now, for me, I think that Shatawale at the end of the year, born out of frustration. The fact say a couple of years ago, Bet Ghana, a signed man Skapudua Ghana Gaming Commission, a directive by say there be celebrities are endorse bet no sadia no yabane. Ayane ya to the point where Ofili said a couple of weeks ago, NLA4 I invited celebrities into on Tiasie. It was in the frustration in the year the year. But there are few education BSA in because since I tape on the bar and I've heard people commenting and trying to compare the NLA in the gaming commission. Boss, the point is this. I believe say shatter the frustration and even if I go to the matter, the issue about Tama FD for banning celebs from endorsing alcoholic, we discussed it. It was thoroughly discussed by the industry. Again, sir, gaming commission banning celebrities from endorsing betting, gambling. It was also thoroughly discussed by the industry. Good. Now, me name the entire Shatawale any ne followers, any omo buying into the frustration or any rants no are trying to juxtapose the Ghana Gaming Commission with NLA for the purposes of education.
So na asama yenua bema Arnold Beidu eka wo Peace FM eso no ochira kasa yenua bema Shatawale ebekan concerning Jackie Appiah ebeka toto issues ne just obe school omo yepa na ni nyina chese what can I say some time back we almost signing Shatawale was some one of the betting companies actually signed Shatawale as their ambassador. What you see, and then they actually came and almost when all because a gaming, but with the NLA, with an authority, because it comes with what an authority, and the betting company is under the NLA. What you see, and for that reason, say yema omo ambassadorial signings, for Jackie and you can't say Stormwine, it's out of pain. Mimi Hunisa, and that is the point of view. Mimi Abema Arnold Beidou is also coming from. Because one, say Enya you will not criticize about them. Enya you will not speak evil about these two people. What you say? Upon all the critics, yet they are being paid. What's your hustle? Shatawale. Upon all the ambassadorial signings that you've had, Betty Kobe and Kawan, what's your problem? And Nancy, because you're involved, you will be no. Anything that will Kasabe Brebe no. Because what's in us now, Shadini Yepa, you could see that these two people are being signed on that what? Company. That's the NLA company. And Shatta is not on it. So, or Ataki Jackie from the north and then Stoneboy from the south. Which is not supposed to be done like that. Meanwhile, that time now you're signing one. They weren't what? Criticizing. They didn't speak evil about you. But why are you doing that? It is time